Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started on video. Got started late today because of the fact that I had to replace the sensor in the oven for temperature probe, and had gone out and wouldn't hold the temperature and wouldn't kick the igniter back on, so we got the part in. So anyhow, this is going to be a little shop tour as well as a overview of the Sawstop. So obviously you come out the door this way here, like I said, and you got the TV, router bit cabinet, drill bit cabinet, miscellaneous bulk crap, the drill press, move my toolbox over here, got some sheet goods behind it, and then other stock in the back there of some of the offcuts of my bench so far. And I moved my dust extraction system over to here and converted, you can't hardly see it, but my cart back there to have the dust extraction in it. The barrel's underneath there, it's on wheels. I'm going to run my hose out the side here and bring it around. So I converted my table saddle cart to a multi-tool station. Everything so it plugs in there, and I just got to plug the cart in. Got my sander, my mortiser, my planer actually runs right out all the way through, so I can run long stock through it, but it sits down nice and low inside there. And my joiner all on the same table, and then a place underneath for some offcuts to be able to do it. So that works pretty good. I've just got my miter saw set up there, and then my project wood over there, that's kind of where I'm pulling it off right now. Bandsaw is over there. Move my clamps over this far wall here by the garage and hooked them up. That's what my dust collector used to sit on. I got some routers and stuff like that. Sandpaper, varnishes and glue and doodads and planes and power drills and charging system. All my other doodads I got hanging. Got a couple sanders up there, my jigsaw, and then the other rack over here, just miscellaneous kind of stuff on that. A little sharpening station for my chisels and planing irons. And those are the deals I made for the file of the handles. Get in tight on those little square holes I made for them, and squared them off and put a bevel on all of them. Kind of cool. So 220 down there plugs in, and come back around obviously that way. And then in the center of the shop, we have the newest member, Sawstop, and I'm working on my table legs there. Actually, I had been working on them. Those are my bases for the actual bench, and got everything laid out. I'm going to go to the mortiser and start doing some mortising on those. And there's the old table saw down there. It's got to be parted out for, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I might end up taking the cast iron top or the aluminum top and making a router station for it. Although I'm thinking I'm going to replace this this piece right here and put a cast iron tabletop Sawstop makes one for the router lifts and stuff like that, and put my router right in that bad boy. But this is some more of my other stuff. These my stringers are all cut and ready to go, and I just got to make final shoulder cuts on these longer ones here. And then this is my top that's got to get glued together yet. The rest of that's all completed and ready to go. Just gonna throw it in as soon as I make some mortises in the legs. So that's pretty good. But on to the good stuff here. First thing I got to deal with is it's got a 4-inch out feed on the dust extraction, and I'm not running that big, so I've got to get a a converter down to my 2.5 inch to run over to my Dust Deputy, which won't be too bad because actually off of this bottom part here, there's going to be actually the free accessory I got is an arm that runs along here, and it comes around and it hooks into the actual guard here, so it takes all the dust off the top of the table, and then that actually feeds down into the lower one here. Kind of got a Y right there, and then I got to come off that Y and I'll hook into my dust extraction, so I can just pop that in and out. But anyhow, that's the first thing I ran into with that. The base is the industrial base, which is kind of nice. It's 4 wheels versus the 3 that the other one had, and it's on hydraulics, so it makes it very, very easy to pump it up just by, if I can do this and pump it at the same time. 3 pumps, and it moves nicely and easily any direction you want. Hit the down button, settles down. Whoop, supposed to. There she goes. She went down and she's locked in. So she's sitting on all 600 pounds of weight on it, so that works pretty good. It has storage down below here for the overhead guard and dust, also the miter. It's got a simple riving knife on that, but it's also got a riving knife on the inside of this, which is pretty slick. Just pull this up, pull that out, and it's just one handle right here, and boom, you're out with a riving knife. And makes it pretty quick and easy to do it, so no reason not to be using those. Back in there, but that is that. Down below here, power, ignition control, got an on-off switch, but then you just lift that out to get it started and hit it to stop it, but it won't go unless that switch right there is hooked up. This is a bypass mode that if you think you're cutting something that could set the brake off, real wet wood and stuff like that, then you can put it in bypass mode and test it out and the brake won't engage. It's got really nice handles for the adjustments for moving it up, and I mean sweet movement on them. Unlock it and it's like that, and you can just see how easy that it comes up. No effort whatsoever, which is real nice. Dead on as far as accuracy is on the swivel of the blade, the bevel. Got the tables nice and flush. The actual fence is excellent. Just lift it up, one finger, move it where you want. Dead not on. I mean, if you moved it over to 11 inches and you can hit it with holding the camera, lock it down, and that is 11 inches to the blade. Works out great. You got 12-inch cut on the left side of the blade, and you got 36 on this side here. And it probably more than I'll ever use, but you know, again, I'm thinking about putting a router table and then that put a cast iron table on the end of it and run it over. It should look pretty cool, I think. So, and it can lift the whole table one time. You don't have to put the legs or anything up. It just lifts the whole assembly up. But anyhow, I'll grab something and we'll do a fire up on it and see how it looks. I'll be back in just a second on that.